How does a man destroy his own life in public? Selena! The scream echoed across Starfield Mall so loudly that half the luxury floor stopped moving. Heads turned instantly, phones lifted immediately, and standing in the middle of one of the richest malls in Seoul was a man humiliating himself publicly. Selena Ward froze beside the Cartier store. No, not him. Not after 3 years. Maya looked up at her mother immediately. "Mama, why do you suddenly look unemployed emotionally?" Selena grabbed her daughter's hand tightly. "Stay close to me." Too late. Darius Lewis was already walking toward them. Expensive black coat, messy hair, obsessed eyes. The kind of man who looked charming from far away, until he got close enough to ruin your life. "There you are," he said softly. Selena forced herself to breathe normally. "What do you want?" Darius stopped inches away from her. "My wife." "I'm not your wife anymore." The smile disappeared from his face immediately. Around them, rich shoppers slowed down openly now, because wealthy people loved drama too, especially expensive-looking drama. Several girls near the elevator were already recording. "Oh my God, this is tea! Wait, zoom in!" Darius laughed bitterly. "You really thought you could disappear forever?" Selena tried walking away. Big mistake. Darius grabbed her wrist violently. Pain shot through her arm instantly. Maya jumped forward. "Hey!" Several people gasped loudly. "You'll let her go! Call security!" "Oh, this man is crazy." But nobody stepped in. Everyone preferred filming. Darius leaned closer to Selena. "You ran away from me. I escaped you." That sentence changed his face instantly. Dark. Dangerous. "You think another man can protect you?" Fear crawled through Selena's chest slowly, because she recognized that tone, that calm voice before violence. "Let go of me." His grip tightened harder. "No." Maya looked around nervously. This feels like the beginning of a documentary. Even one woman recording almost laughed. Darius looked down at Maya finally. "And who's this?" "My daughter." Silence. Then his expression hardened. "You replaced me." Selena immediately pulled Maya behind her. "It's over." "No," Darius whispered. "You belong to me." Those words made her stomach twist, because those exact words used to come before bruises, before broken mirrors, before nights crying silently inside locked bathrooms. Darius suddenly shoved her hard. Her back slammed into a marble pillar. The crowd gasped loudly. Maya screamed, and now everyone was openly recording. "Oh my God, he pushed her! Somebody stop him!" Darius noticed the cameras immediately, then instantly changed, like flipping a switch. Calm face, fake smile. "Relax, everyone," he said smoothly. "Family misunderstanding." Selena felt sick immediately. That fake charm, that fake calmness. That was the terrifying thing about Darius. He could smile while destroying you. He leaned close to her ear again. "You're coming home with me tonight." Fear hit her so hard she almost stopped breathing. No, never again. Then, the mall entrance opened, and everything changed instantly. A black Rolls-Royce stopped outside, then another, then 3 black SUVs. The atmosphere shifted immediately. People slowly stopped talking. Even the security guards looked nervous suddenly. 4 Korean men stepped out first. Black suits, cold eyes, military movements, not normal security, dangerous men. The crowd moved backward instinctively. One of the bodyguards scanned the mall, then spotted Selena. His expression changed instantly when he saw the bruise on her wrist. Darius frowned. "Who the hell are these people?" Selena whispered softly. "The reason your life is about to collapse." The bodyguard touched his earpiece calmly. "Chairman Kang," he said quietly. "Madam has been harmed." "Chairman?" Darius blinked. Then, the final car door opened, and Sanghi Kang stepped out. The energy inside the mall changed instantly. Tall, elegant black suit, cold Korean beauty, luxury watch, perfect posture, The kind of man who looked calm enough to negotiate billion-dollar deals and dangerous enough to order someone's disappearance before dessert. Even strangers moved out of his way instinctively. Maya slowly looked up. "Oh." Selena swallowed nervously. "What?" "I think Korean Batman is angry." Even one bodyguard almost smiled. Sanghi walked toward them slowly. No panic, no rush. But every step somehow made the mall quieter. Darius laughed nervously. "So this is your new husband?" Sanghi ignored him completely. His eyes stayed on Selena. Then he saw the bruise. Everything about him became still, dangerously still. "Who touched you?" Selena looked away. "It's fine." "No." His voice stayed soft, but somehow colder than shouting. "Who?" Darius stepped forward arrogantly. "She's my ex-wife. This is between us." Now Sanghi looked at him. Only once. And suddenly, Darius stopped smiling, because Sanghi's eyes were empty. No anger, no rage, nothing. Only calculation. Like a man deciding how painful another person's future should become. The crowd slowly went silent again. Even the people recording looked nervous now. Sanghi stepped closer, calmly. "You touched my wife," Darius scoffed. "She used to be mine." Bad answer. Terrible answer. Several bodyguards shifted instantly. One quietly cracked his knuckles. Another adjusted his gloves slowly. Maya looked around carefully. These men definitely know where missing people go. Selena almost choked. Sanghi stared at Darius calmly. "She was never yours." Then his voice lowered slightly. "But now," a pause, "she is under my protection." Darius laughed nervously. "You think I'm scared of you?" "No." Another step closer. "I think you still don't understand who you touched." The mall suddenly felt too quiet, too cold. Darius tried laughing again, but now even he looked uncertain. Sanghi gently took Selena's injured hand. His expression softened immediately. "Did he hurt you anywhere else?" That question almost broke her emotionally, because nobody had ever asked her that carefully before, not like she mattered. Selena shook her head slowly. Sanghi nodded once, then looked back at Darius, and the softness disappeared instantly. Director Cho. An older Korean man stepped forward. Gray hair, military posture, cold eyes. "Yes, Chairman." Sanghi never looked away from Darius. "Remove him." Darius laughed angrily. "You think you can threaten me?" Sanghi answered calmly, "No." A long pause. "I think your life is about to become very difficult." Then suddenly, Darius's phone started vibrating non-stop. Messages, calls, notifications. His face changed immediately. Account frozen, transfer failed, investors withdrawing, legal investigation opened. Another message appeared. Your access has been revoked. Darius stared at the screen in confusion. What the hell is this? Sanghi adjusted his cufflinks calmly. You should have stayed away from my family. And for the first time, Darius looked afraid. Real fear. The house above Seoul. Rain followed the convoy through Seoul. Inside the Rolls-Royce, nobody spoke for several minutes. Maya finally whispered, "Are we in the Mafia?" Maya, what? Because if yes, I need emotional preparation. Even one bodyguard looked away to hide laughter. Sanghi sat quietly beside Selena, watching the bruise on her wrist. His expression never changed once. That scared her more than shouting. Maya stared through the window. Oh, wow. Then she looked at Selena seriously. You married Korean Bruce Wayne. Despite everything, Selena laughed softly. Sanghi removed his watch slowly, then turned toward Selena. Come with me. His office overlooked the entire city. Rain rolled across giant glass windows behind him. He poured tea for her personally, not a servant. Him. Selena noticed immediately. You're angry. Yes. Very angry? His eyes met hers quietly. You're shaking. She looked away instantly because she didn't realize she was. Sanghi walked closer carefully, not wanting to scare her. That alone almost made her cry. "Did he hurt you before?" Silence. Then Selena whispered, "Yes." Sanghi closed his eyes briefly, just once. When he opened them again, something inside him looked colder, more dangerous. "How bad?" Selena hesitated, then finally spoke. "Hospital bad." The room became silent. Even the rain outside felt quieter now. Sanghi looked down slowly, his jaw tightened once. Only once. Then he pressed a button on his desk. "Director Cho." The older man entered almost immediately. "Yes, Chairman." Sanghi spoke calmly. "Find every person connected to Darius Lewis." "Yes, Chairman." "His finances." "Yes." Director Cho paused slightly. "How severe?" Sanghi looked back toward the city lights. "Total dismantlement." Selena's stomach dropped instantly because she knew what that meant. Sanghi wasn't just rich, he was feared. Whispers followed his name across Seoul: businessman, investor, philanthropist. But in darker rooms, people called him something else. The Black Fox. A man powerful enough to destroy lives quietly. A man politicians smiled at nervously. A man nobody betrayed twice. Selena grabbed his arm gently. "Please don't kill him." Sanghi looked down at her quietly, then softly touched her bruised wrist. He already made peace difficult. Darius sat inside a rooftop bar later that night drinking expensive whiskey angrily. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. He answered immediately. "What?" A calm Korean voice spoke. "You should leave Seoul tonight." Darius laughed bitterly. "Who is this?" "You touched something protected." The line disconnected. Darius rolled his eyes. Then his banking app logged him out instantly. He frowned. Tried again. Access denied. Another notification appeared. Account under review, then another. Wire transfer failed, then another. All company assets temporarily frozen. Darius sat upright immediately. "What the hell?" His phone started ringing nonstop. "Mr. Lewis," his lawyer said nervously, "investors are withdrawing." "What?" "Your offshore accounts were leaked." "That's impossible." Another call came, then another, then another. By midnight, his company website disappeared. His cards stopped working. His apartment access failed twice. Even his driver stopped answering. And outside his building, a black Genesis sedan sat silently across the street, engine running, watching, not moving. Fear slowly entered Darius's chest because suddenly he realized Selena's husband might actually be more dangerous than him. Later that night, Selena couldn't sleep. Rain hit the mansion windows softly. She walked downstairs quietly, then froze. Sanghi sat alone in the dark living room. No lights, just city lights reflecting across the glass walls. He looked tired. Not dangerous, just tired. Selena sat beside him slowly. "You should sleep. So should you." A small silence followed. Then Sanghi suddenly asked, "Why didn't you tell me everything?" Selena looked down. "I was ashamed." That answer hurt him visibly. None of what he did was your shame. Her eyes watered instantly, because nobody had ever said that before. Sanghi looked toward the rain quietly. "My mother stayed with my father too long." Selena blinked. He rarely spoke about himself. She believed love meant enduring pain. His voice stayed calm. "I hated him for teaching her that." Selena stared at him carefully. For the first time, she understood him better. Maybe that was why he protected people so fiercely. Maybe that was why the entire city feared him. Not because he loved violence, because he understood suffering too well. Then suddenly, Maya walked downstairs wearing sunglasses. At 2 a.m., she looked around dramatically. "Okay, I sensed trauma bonding and possible organized crime." Selena burst into laughter unexpectedly. Even Sanghi smiled slightly. Maya pointed at Sanghi seriously. "Also respectfully, you definitely have assassin energy." Sanghi blinked slowly. "That may be the rudest thing anyone has said to me today." "Thank you." Maya nodded proudly. Then Maya pointed at Selena. Mom, if this man ever disappears mysteriously, I'm telling the police immediately. Darius completely lost control. Nobody answered his calls anymore. Banks avoided him. Partners disappeared. Even criminals refused meetings. One terrified man finally whispered, "You challenged the wrong Korean." Darius slammed him against the wall. "Who is he?" The man looked horrified. "You seriously don't know?" That was the moment Darius realized something terrifying. This wasn't revenge. This was extermination, and it had already started. Meanwhile, inside Sanghi's private office, Director Cho spoke quietly. Darius is becoming unstable. Good. He may attempt retaliation. Director Cho hesitated slightly. "Chairman, should we remove him permanently?" Before Sanghi answered, Selena entered. "No." Both men looked at her. Selena walked closer slowly. "I don't want blood." Sanghi stared at her quietly, then nodded once. "Because you asked." Director Cho looked genuinely surprised. Apparently very few people told Sanghi Kang what to do. Darius arrived at the estate gates drunk and furious. "I want to see her!" Security surrounded him instantly, but he kept screaming, "Selena!" Inside the mansion, Maya peeked through the curtains. "Oh, wow!" Selena looked nervous. "What?" "He came to the villain mansion voluntarily." Sanghi calmly stood from the dinner table. "Stay inside." Rain poured heavily outside. Darius laughed bitterly when Sanghi appeared. "So this is the powerful husband." Sanghi stood silently beneath the rain. "You abused her." Darius smirked. "She loved me first." Wrong answer. Very wrong answer. Something changed in Sanghi's eyes instantly. Cold, empty, dangerous. Then suddenly, 20 armed guards stepped from the darkness. Darius froze. Sanghi walked closer slowly. "Your money is gone." Another step. "Your business is gone." Another. "Your friends already betrayed you." Rain rolled down Darius's face. "You think money scares me?" Sanghi stopped inches away. "No." A pause. "But irrelevance should." For the first time in years, Darius looked weak. Sanghi spoke softly. "You are alive because Selena still has kindness inside her." Silence. "Leave soul." "And if I don't?" Sanghi smiled slightly. "Not human." "Then people will spend the rest of their lives wondering where you disappeared to." And finally, Darius understood. This wasn't a threat. It was mercy. For the first time in years, Selena felt safe. Actually safe. She stood on the balcony overlooking Seoul while Sanghi wrapped his arms around her gently. "No more running," he whispered. Selena leaned against him softly. "No more ghosts." Inside the mansion, Maya yelled loudly, "Are we still rich?" Sanghi closed his eyes briefly. Selena laughed against his chest, and somewhere far away, a plane disappeared into the clouds, carrying a broken man who finally understood something too late. Some women survive monsters, and some monsters make the mistake of touching women protected by something worse.